Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
That's what I tell them. I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. Hot or cold, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles. Go take care of your business. Success Chronicles. It's deeper than just winning. Success.
What's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with the Hangout and Highlight session. And pretty excited to have this one on today with my guy, Coach Rod Jacques. We go way back a little bit, been through the trenches a little bit. Truly have enjoyed having his friendship, knowing him, us growing together, working together. And so he does amazing things in the community, have been doing it for a long time. So I want to just highlight him and let you guys know a little bit about who he is. So first, appreciate you taking the time to hang out with me.
Oh, man, love it, love it. Miss you. Glad you gave me this opportunity. And let's do it.
Let's get it. Well, tell the audience a little bit about who you are, kind of your history, kind of some of the things that you guys, your record-breaking things that you guys did growing up and some of the things you've been involved with.
Okay, first of all, Conroe guy. I'm a Conroe Tiger. Been there my whole life. We started, my dad was a coach, so we started in athletics. They kept us in everything. We started from soccer to t-ball, tennis, you name it. We did it all. We just stayed out, playing sports. And pretty much the whole neighborhood, everybody, we're all baseball, football, basketball. That was all year round, all three of them. We'll have 9 kids playing 9-on-9, baseball games out there, Little League Park, First Street. We had a full gear. We out there playing. 4-3 games, turning double plays. And, we did it all. We did it all. Stayed right there at Washington, right down the street. We'll line up 11-on-11, playing football, running plays, running routes, tackle with no pads on. Putting your head down, just trying to run over people with no helmet on and anything. But that's just how we did it. And of course, the basketball, it was, that's self-explanatory. We stayed out there on the court pretty much every day. We were fortunate. We went to junior high and, we all, everybody's going to play football. We always going to run track, 7th, 8th grade. But we were very lucky. Conroe was a powerhouse in football. Of course, we could have went out there and, I even played quarterback. It was pretty good. But I knew basketball was my thing, basketball and baseball. And we had a million other football guys that could tote that load. So we were lucky, probably about 10 to 12 of us had good size. We played basketball every day. Stayed on the court. That kind of, moved us up to high school. So we kind of knew each other, where they was going to be, because we played together every day and we competed and tried to win and beat up on each other every day. And that was some of my best games. Even though we went to the state championship, I think in 1985, just playing against each other was way more tougher competition than actually going to play against those schools that we were playing in. So that's how we built that camaraderie and just I stayed on 5th Street, next street over or right across the street. Those same guys was right there. So when we woke up, that's what we did. We hit the court. And that's just how we built, pretty much a strong team.
And then you guys, you said y'all went to state, and then after that, had some college opportunity.
Yeah, we fought. My junior year, I think in Conroe High, we made it to the regional finals. We played against Bryan. We was up 25 points at halftime. Wasn't even no 3-point line at that time. Bryan was a defending champion. They had won it in the year before. And we kind of just, the pressure kind of kicked in on us. And we gave up a 25-point. They ended up winning it that year, 1984. And we had them down 25 points at halftime. And wasn't even no 3-pointer. So we came back, my senior year, more focused, more ready, been through the trenches, and was able to get over that hump. And get to the state championship. We ended up catching Bryan again. They pretty much had their same team. They came over to the legendary pit in Conroe, and we took it to them. And made it to the state championship game. Unfortunately, probably one of my worst games ever. Probably played 2 quarters, got in foul trouble, and it hurt us. It hurt us big time. See those guys all the time that we played up against in Houston, Madison. And they thought they still think they was a better team, but they ended up 4-0. You got to give them that credit, but if I don't foul out or just play 2 quarters out of the game, I think we would have won it. No question about it. But after high school, went on over to TCU, had numerous scholarship offers, and had my best time at TCU. They pretty much followed me all through my junior and senior year. So they were kind of had a legendary golfer that went to TCU, Mark Massengale. That's the son of Don Massengale, Hall of Famer guy that played on the PGA Tour, Seniors Tour. He kind of helped recruit me, and so I chose TCU, and probably the best years of my life, just traveling and playing in front of 30,000 people and playing against some NBA guys, Hall of Fame guys that I sit around and watch on TV right now. It's like, man, I was on the floor playing against those guys. And they did take it to us. And that's why they Hall of Famers. It's a lot of good players out there. You think you can play. You think you can take it to everybody. But you just, when you get out there with them type of guys there, they just on a whole nother level. Just because they put in the work.
That's it. And one thing that I've always loved about you, Jacques, is, your ability to give back and help others, man. And so, I'm going to just tell you, I appreciate the heart and the effort of things that you've always done, for kids and for the community. So talk to us about, after your college and then, you came back home and, coaching, doing basketball, working basketball skills and camps and academy. Like, kind of talk to us a little bit about that run of, some of the things that you've been blessed and fortunate to do in the community, and then lead us up to what you're doing now so the audience can, reach out and check you out, show you some love.
Okay. Just early on after, pretty much got through playing, and never really thought I was going to be a coach or wanted to coach. But I was one of those players on the court that, was fundamentally sound, try to do everything right. Wasn't always the fastest, but my, skill level was there. Just trying to play the game the right way. So being a point guard, you kind of running the team, and I was able to just, put people in their right spots. More of a coach on the field, just like a quarterback. So early on, I would, get teams together. It's before I even got into coaching in the school. We would get kids together. Ronnie Collins, LaDon Johnson, and I would just gather all these kids in the neighborhood, and we would just, I would put them in my mom's van. Where I get my mom, borrow her van, And we'll put 8 or 9 kids in there and travel around Montgomery County and go start playing tournaments. And just, they were young, 6th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade kids, getting them ready. And they became good players. So that's where the coaching really kind of started. Started with the district, just working as a sub with Conroe ISD, and got the opportunity. They asked me to come out and help coach 7th grade. So I think it was over there at Pete. We was over there. Might have been your first year.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Conroe ISD.
Mm-hmm.
We was at Pete. I think my first team was a 7th grade B team with I had Bartell, Coach and Bartell, and Shelby, and all of those guys was on the A team. But this was my first year, kind of. They just wanted me to help out. Andrew Cashner was on my team.
Yeah,
we ended up being one of her. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I remember that. Every time he come to the Minute Maid to pitch, I used to coach him in 7th grade basketball. Yep. He was a good player, player. Little bitty kid, and this thing, I see him on that mound. He looked like he's 6'10", 270, bringing in 90-something miles an hour.
Yeah.
Little old guard for me back in the day, 7th grade. So, I had the knowledge of the game. Grew up watching basketball, watching sports. When the Astros would be playing, I had my scorebook, keeping up with every pitch. Stuff like that. And
a true
my mom,
fan.
them, my dad, them, the true fan. They, we were lucky. I mean, they would take us to the Astros game when the Astrodome. We would always go see Rocket games. We would always go Houston wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Just the Harlem Globetrotters. So we was put into sports. So I pretty much I learned sports, from tennis to basketball to baseball, just how to teach it and, play it the right way. So that got me going, and, we moved on over to Washington as 8th grade. That's when we transitioned that 8th grade year, and Shelby and them came over there, and we started football, and that's where I learned football from you. Real talk. I mean, learned it from you. We would get, I'd get out there and get them going in basketball, but, just watching you get them going at the start, stretching and getting them organized was unbelievable. So that's why I learned a whole lot. So you remember those days, don't you?
Man, great days, man. I running into those guys still, some of those guys that played for us there at Washington and then in high school. And now they're grown men with families, kids, but great times. And that's what it was all about, man. Just giving everything we had to those kids, and now seeing them to learn life lessons through the sports that we taught them, teaching them those life lessons. It's amazing to see.
Man, I got numerous kids that we taught over there in Washington. Now they kids in my program playing.
Yeah.
Girls, boys. I got, girls, I guess they're women now, got they little girls. They didn't even play sports.
Yeah.
They went to Washington, out there playing on my club teams, getting after it. And yeah, that's what it's all about. Walking in the HEB, next thing you see a kid over there that I coach. And, they literally come up and hug you. Thank you, coach. Thank you. We were hard on them. Sometimes maybe even unfair, but they know tough love that, let's just try to do it right. Another thing I learned from you, not to be so hard all the time. Man, you were unbelievable. I mean, they could make one of the worst mistakes in the history of sports, but you'll take it and you just know how to just twist it on them, and you were unbelievable doing that. Well, I was a yeller. Let's get it done. And still, I hate mistakes. I hate
Yeah.
mistakes. And
But I
that's,
think that was the beauty
one,
of our success too. I mean, I think we had a good mix of all of that. But I think the core value of it was we love kids, man. Like, and I know, instilling, those core common principles, those beliefs, those life lessons, instilling that in them, man, we knew without a shadow of a doubt it was gonna help them be, great young men, great young ladies, because we had great people that did that for us.
yes, yes, yes. Our whole community was loaded with them.
Yeah.
Was just loaded with them. They coached us and taught us how to do things right. Plus, they were, great parents. We were fortunate. We had some great parents. We had neighbors. We had people that made us stay on the straight and do things right, because the consequences were brutal if you didn't. It was brutal.
That's the right
So,
word.
yes, yes, yes.
Well, man, talk to us about like your academy and some of the things that you're doing now with your teams and your skills, and where people can, go check you out if they want to get the kids involved. Let us know how they can do that.
Okay, we even when I was over at Washington, I was transitioning a lot over to Tomball and running a basketball academy over here, Loaded Basketball. So I had numerous parents and people around the Montgomery County area, Conroe, Willis, want to come down, do some workouts, but that's kind of a hard, pretty hard drive getting there to Tomball with the traffic and everything and working. So probably did that for 12 years. I was over there, running things. And I guess once the pandemic kind of hit, funds wasn't really coming in. And, it was just a chance, I need to take a chance, and try to build a program over in Conroe. So just, we sitting around, ain't no sports on, pandemic going, and I'm about to lose my mind. I'm like, man, I watch sports every night.
Yeah,
I watch sports every night. What am I gonna do? Watching westerns. I'm watching westerns every night. It's unbelievable. Never could have realized what we went through the last couple of years. So call Rob Hamilton, lifelong friend. That's another group that we used to put Ryan, his boy, Shelby, Pat and Chicken,
great
Jamel,
kids.
James Glasgow.
Great kids.
We'll put those kids, me and Rob, we'll put those kids in some cars, and we will go all over the state of Texas and play basketball tournaments. And we were one of the top, 3 teams in the Houston area with them. They were like 5th, 6th, 7th graders, and once they got a little older, you could tell that they had it. It was a special group. So Rob was a long time, great family, good friend. Running, he did great stuff with the YMCA and with the community. He helped translate a bunch of kids to another level by just running those YMCA programs. So hit him up because he run the city stuff and asked him, I want to bring an academy to Conroe. And it literally took 5 minutes just to do that. Just a simple text and tell him what I wanted to do. And it was like, done deal. So we started October 2020. This was January when me and him was talking. I said, we're going through this pandemic. Let's start October 1. So we waited all that time and we did a lot of planning and just sitting around, just waiting until it was time to get out there and be safe and do stuff the right way. And we started it off. And started off with little skill stuff with 3rd grade to 6th grade, and then 6th grade to high school, and kids just started coming. Getting better because they in the gym. It ain't but one way to get it done. You ain't
put the work
wake up and get lucky. It just don't happen. Something I tell them all the time, everybody we see on TV did the extra work. They did not get lucky. So get in the gym, you're going to get better. Don't have to be my gym. But if you get in somebody's gym and you work on your game, talking basketball or anything else, you're going to get better. That's just how it works. So we got going. Kids saw that they started to get better, and they will come back the next month, get a little bit better, come back the next month. You know, we literally got kids in the gym 2-3 times a week for about a year and a half, and they've taken their game to a whole nother level. And, you know, I think we got some D1 prospects that's going to be coming. Some kids that can really, really play. So we had a couple of parents that was coming in there all the time and wanted to develop some club teams. And I was like, hey, I just go play with your club teams. I'll do the skill training. You go play with them. No, we want to the coach. We want to the coach. So they talked me into it. So, man, and it's been fun getting back, tell you the truth, back out there on the floor coaching. Been fun because I was off for a while, missed it. Just that sound, just getting out there competing and trying to win that game. Kind of you missed that part. But, you know, I've learned, you know, the winning, you know, is not that important. We ain't going to try to go over to Houston and get kids. We're trying to develop right here. So, you know, want my Conroe kids. I'm a Conroe Tiger. We need to get there. We can get there if we get in the gym and we just work. That's just how even the Willis kids, Montgomery, just the whole area, try to get them back, you know, in the swing of things. So that's where we started at, and now I got a 6th grade girls team, 7th grade girls team, 6th grade boys, 7th grade boys, 5th grade, 4th and 5th grade boys getting after. So I was dealing with like 5 teams, and we started in February here, 2021. And, you know, they were playing 1 or 2 tournaments a month, all of them. So every week we was getting the teams out there. They was getting in the gym every week and practice. And we would go, we just started going down in that heat in Houston. That's where they playing it because that's what I do. That's why I've been kind of supervising those tournaments and watched those teams. So we stuck them in there, you know. They got in there, took a little licking early. Next thing you know, we started competing a little bit better. They learned the speed. They learned the speed of the game because we still skill, learn how to play. And then once they learn how to play, they're going to already have the skill to take it to a whole nother level. So that's what we do in the skill stuff. We hit those reps. We're going to ball handle. If you can handle the ball, everything else going to be easy. We're going to shoot the ball the right way. We're going to be able to finish around the rim with our right and left hand, all kind of different type of layups, and just do everything right. More like a LeBron James type of deal. It ain't going to be fancy, but it's going to be fundamentally sound, and we're going to pound that stuff over and over and over and over. And they getting better. And we competing. We've won some championships in some of these tournaments, and we've lost some. We might go out of there 0-3, or we might come out 3-0. But we competing, and teams know that we there. One thing I always tell them is, you know, just work. Yeah. No matter if we win these games, as long as we compete, because we rather lose a game by 10 points than win one by 50, because you don't get better that way, or lose by 50. You just need to be in that competing and going hard, and they bought in.
I love it, man. Well, where can like if people want to get the kids involved, where can they go? How can they reach out to you to get involved?
We got since, you know, plenty of info out Facebook wise. Just finished up my website, www.rodjacksbasketballacademy.com. Got everything on there. That's RODJACQUES, Basketball Academy.com. Got everything on there. Got a big MLK camp coming up Monday, tomorrow from 10 o'clock to 1, where we do a lot of skill stuff, a lot of shooting games, have fun, do a lot of 3-on-3, learning how to play space in the court. That's something else. That's another thing that we do. We play the right way. We teaching space and moving the ball, passing and cutting, stuff that you're going to see the Duke Blue Devils do. I'm pushing that in my 6th grade. I got some kids, a 6th grade team right now. I love them to death. And they work and they got so much better since February. And we teaching them, we running what, Duke and Kansas and them running, just passing and cutting and keep the court spread, read, and go make a play and make a smart play. So we ain't watering it down because they're young, because eventually they're going to catch on. So You'll take those lumps early. But you just keep drilling in them, keep drilling them in them. And when it's time, when they hit 7th grade, they're going to be ready to go. When they go out there and try out, I tell them all the time, when you go out there and try out, you can shoot a left-hand layup, you can shoot a right-hand layup, you can dribble the ball, you're going to make the team. And you'll be good to go. So that's what we're teaching, and that's basketball. I mean, we got some athletes around there that like to run and jump, and they can jump high and they can run faster than everybody. But, the results, that ain't going to win no games. If you ain't fundamentally sound, you can't make the right play, or you don't know how to make the right play, you will end up losing those games. So that's something that we're pushing.
That's awesome, man. Well, just wanted to say again, man, just encourage you to keep pushing. What you've done for a long time is amazing. Just helping kids, pointing the kids, building the community, teaching kids, like you said. One thing that stuck out to me is that you've said a few times in this interview is fundamentals, and so when you can learn the fundamentals and just do things right every moment of every day, you got a chance. It don't matter what you're in, basketball, football, life, if you just do things fundamentally sound, and it's simple, keep it simple, do it right. And you got a chance to do great things because of that. Because a whole lot of people aren't doing those things.
Yeah. We push that, try to just, like you said, do right.
Yeah.
Act right. You can come back. I mean, just not burning bridges. I've been knowing Rod my whole life. This opportunity wouldn't be there. If you might have treated him wrong back in the day or something like that. That's the number one man is Rob Hamilton. He's done so much. He's helped. Of course, that's my kids' favorite teachers. They went over there to Geese and Ryan Kelly. They teach and still their favorite teachers. And of course, Ryan, he always hit me up. You just good people. But, you just do right by people. You never know when you might need them. And right now, we ain't eating cereal for dinner. Do right by people and it helps out. Of course, we took a chance on the business, and it's building, and it's just great just going out and watching them get better. You just see it in the kids' eyes. They're coming up and hugging now because they successful out there on the court. They looking much better. And you just see it in their eyes, and the parents too. They loving it.
That's it. Well, again, I just want to say, man, thanks so much for taking the time to do this hangout and highlight session on the Success Chronicles. Man, appreciate all you doing. Keep doing your thing. And thank you guys for checking out this hangout and highlight session. We'll see you next time. God bless. Go get it.